Look at that. Hey campers, George here, playing in the man cave. Opening day is coming up soon, so doing some prepping, and one of the prepping things I like to do is to practice my knots. I'm not good at knots. I tend to keep 3 or 4 of my favorite knots, and those are the knots that I'll use for everything, and they do the job for me, and it does take practice. But I like to try other knots just to see how they work, to see if they will be a better knot for me to use. You never know. And then when I find one, it's practice, 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 because my memory is not what it used to be. So in this one, what I'm going to share with you here is the perfection knot. This guy right here. A lot of people use it. The main reason being when you attach your lure or your fly or bait to your line. If you're using heavy line, it tends to be stiffer. The fly tends to sit there and just follow the line. And it's not a very natural movement. The whole design of the fly gets lost on that. Obviously, this is not a fly. It's my quick tie. I'm just using it as an example. So if you can get your lure or your fly to move more freely on the end of your line, you're going to get a more natural movement. And that's the whole reason for tying it this way. Let's have a closer look at it and see if we can put it together, and hopefully, like me, you'll learn something. Okay, so we're going to look here at the perfection loop and how we tie it. So you want to give yourself enough room. I'm giving myself about 6 inches here from the tag end, and then I'm going to make a loop, and all I'm going to do is cross it over like that, and there's my loop. Now I'm going to make another loop, so I'm going to come over like this, and there's my second loop. Now I've made the second loop a little bit smaller, and this loop here is where you're going to put your fly or make the size of the loop that you're trying to make. Now the trick here is you take your tag end and you place it right here in between the 2 loops you just made. Just like that. Then you're going to reach through the bigger loop or the first loop that you made and grab that second loop while keeping your tag end still in between and pull it through. Just like that. Tighten it up. Pull on your tag. It's a little harder with this. It looks a little better with fly line. And what you should have is your loop here and your tag, which should be coming out right at about 90 degrees to the line. And here you can see right there. You want to snip your tag off once you've tightened it down with a little bit of a tag sticking out just for safety, security, or whatever you want to call it, just to allow for any stretch or anything that's still left in the loop. And there you have it. Now, that was doing it without a fly on there. It's a little bit more difficult with a fly, so we'll go through that quickly. there you have it. And a floppy fly or lure or bait gives a bit more natural movement. Obviously this loop here, you can make it smaller. You just adjust it when you're tying the actual knot. So there you go, campers. Using the Perfection knot. It is a popular knot, but it does take a lot of practice. The results, you will notice the difference. The free, natural movement of your bait or your lure or your fly will make the difference in attracting fish, especially fish that are a little edgy out there and are being picky. This is a much more natural movement of your bait, fly, or your lure. So you can use a Perfection knot for that. But like I said, it does take some practice to get it right. And although it is a very popular fishing knot, I don't use it a lot. I tend to use a different knot. And but a lot of people swear by this. They won't use anything else. So there you go. Don't forget, like, share, subscribe. You know the story. And hopefully this has helped you some as far as what knot you want to use to keep your lure or your fly moving more naturally in the water, especially on the bigger ones. I'll be back with a different knot though. You might like that one better. Just saying. Thanks for watching. Bye.